What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Yes, it is the weekend. It's prison break time. I'm ready for it. Hope you guys are ready too. Went to the funeral today, just in case you guys wanted to know. Yeah, cried my tears. This was for somebody that was very close to me. Um, you know, so yes, there were tears at the funeral. Life is something else. You know what I mean? It's something else. We know that is one thing that is gonna happen to all of us, and that is death. You can't run from it. You can't hide from it. When it comes and it's time, it's your time. You know what I mean? So yeah, cried my tears, and now we're moving on. May seem like a bit quick, but her memory is what is going to last throughout the ages. I would never forget the impact that this woman has had on my life. A lot of the values that I hold in my life is because of her. So it's just wanted to spend a little time here, reflect a little bit before we jump into this episode. I know you guys don't really care, but it is what it is. It was a good one, man. It was a good funeral. We all reflected. As I said, there were tears, of course, because it is what it is. So just came back from the funeral a few hours ago, and I decided to jump in. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to get these episodes done. Because as I said, life goes on, and it may seem like a little callous. I don't grieve for very long. As a matter of fact, that's just something about me that I don't really take on grief like some other people, and everybody grieve in their own different way. So some people, it might take them weeks, months to move forward or even do anything. I've seen people grieve for months, you know what I'm saying, and don't move forward, you know what I mean, for months. They really get past it and able to function normally again, you know what I'm saying. So it's just one of those things where me, it's just a little bit a lot faster for me. Like she wasn't still didn't want to lose her, but here we are. Cancer is a bitch, we know this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, didn't mean to be too melancholy here. If you want to, you probably fast forward to this intro already to get to the review, to the reaction. But yeah, man, as I said, it was cool funeral and all. So yeah, we're gonna move forward. Prison Break season 4 episode 10. So you guys already know, by the time you're watching this, I'm damn sure know that we have moved forward. We probably finished the series. Pretty sure we finished the series on Patreon. So if you guys want to support the channel, you know what to do, man. Go over there, link up with the Patreon family. There's shows over there that is not on YouTube yet, so a lot of exclusive. There's also a tier over there that you can join, where any suggestions that you have, videos or even series as well, will jump to the top of the list if you subscribe to that tier. So you guys can check that out if you want. Anyways, let's jump into the reaction, and I will see you guys at the end for the review.
So where's Brad's body now?
We have it on its way to the morgue, and it's at the cooler at Homeland Security where nobody can find it.
That ain't part of the deal.
You said if anything happened to us that we'd be returned to next of kin.
No, that's not exactly what I said.
No, that is exactly
no,
what
it
you
isn't
said.
exactly what I said, okay? And he needs to stay at John Doe until I say otherwise, okay? I'm dealing with enough stuff already, and I've had my ass...
If you want Scylla, and I assume you still do, Brad Bellick's body goes home to his mother.
All right.
Agent Self talk a lot of
Told
shit.
you that.
Little bird.
It's awfully generous of you.
It's all a matter of timing. The company's moving Scylla to a bunker in Pennsylvania
When?
tomorrow.
As soon as it
You know, for an ex-employee, you sure seem to know an awful lot about current company business.
Don't get paranoid. I'm keeping one ear to the ground for your benefit, which is a really good reason to work with me and not against me.
All right. You know what? We got our pages. Let's go.
Gretchen is gonna either get herself killed or she's gonna screw us. As I don't see any upside to working to her, to be honest. Working with her.
This is a map of the company's basement, right?
I don't know. Probably the written
No, it looks
test.
too simple. I assumed it'd be a lot more complicated than this. The symbols, they don't make any sense. And the letters, there's just something wrong. This letter C, it usually designates some kind of heating vent. The M designates a meter. This is some sort of condensing unit. This is a plumbing part. It's called a P-trap. They're all completely dissimilar items. C, M, E.
See, medical
See me.
examiner?
These letters don't make
See
any
me?
sense if you think of them as symbols, but they do if you
Oh,
think
no.
of them literally.
Do you see me? He's asking if you see him.
Where?
Here.
David Baker.
Yeah, but who besides you two will come up with something like that? I mean, what's the point?
I don't know. But we're never gonna figure this blueprint out if we can't find the person who drew it. We need David Baker.
Because David Baker did.
Here's another one. David Allen Baker. He's an advisor to the City Planning Commission, won an award for designing low-income housing.
Wife is named Elaine, and there's the address.
I'll print a map.
Oh my God, see that? That looks like it could be some sort of obstruction in the tunnel.
Whatever it is, whatever it takes, we gotta get through that in the next few hours. I want you guys to go down there and get started. Sarah and I will go and look for David Baker.
And Bellick gets back to his mom.
Yeah, and when we get Scylla, we're walking away from this crap.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Michael! Mike!
Well, yeah, are you gonna fess up now?
I'm okay.
You're not okay, dude. Stop saying you're okay.
Guys, let's not freak out, all right? Calm down.
Jeez,
This is my
I
decision, not
cannot,
yours, and we're going to the hospital.
Well, what's wrong with him?
bro. This is one of the worst things. And if you're one of those people, stop. Stop. If something is wrong, and I know sometimes, you know, there are things, because I'm stubborn like that as well. I'm stubborn like that as well. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm stubborn like that. But if you're one of those people, please, I'm begging you. I am begging you. Go get yourself checked out, man. If something is happening to you and you don't know what it is, don't just say, I'll sleep it off, or say, I'm okay, or get yourself checked out. It could be nothing. It could be something, okay? It might not be anything serious. Nobody is saying that it's going, oh, you're dying. Just go get yourself checked out, okay? Just go get yourself checked out. I'm not saying that it ain't got to be something severe as you just fainting in the middle of a room. It ain't got nothing to do with that, right? If something chronic keeps happening to you, something that just keeps coming back. Same thing that happened to my eye back in January. It may not be anything serious, but just go get yourself checked out, because you never know what it is. You never know what it could be, okay? Don't be annoying, because that's what you are.
David Baker.
I'll go. I'll find him.
Listen to me. Don't forget to use your fake ID at the hospital.
Shut the door.
Okay.
Mr. Wyatt, if you'd allow me to be nosy, how long has Trishanne been part of the organization?
Temp agency sent her over about a week before you got here.
If you don't mind, I'd like to take a look at her application. I always make a point of checking out the background anyone deals with my personal affairs.
I understand. I'll talk to HR. Hey, Cole, you know what? Today around noon, I really need you to step in for Andrew Blounder. Host an intro. New franchises from Idaho, we gotta knock them out. I'd like to see some of that Cole Pfeiffer magic.
Yeah, I want to see some of that magic too that he doesn't have. But he's a guy of charisma, so it's not hard for me to see somebody like T-Bag as a
Are you a salesman?
as a salesman.
I'm here for you.
The contractors are here.
What the hell are you doing here?
I'm a client.
You're a client, huh?
Just keep it down. Keep it down. It's all part of the ruse.
We need some help.
I'm already providing my services white-collar style, all right? Where's Pretty and the fat man?
Bellick's dead. Make a joke about it, and I'll rip your tongue out. Let's go.
Mr. Freeling,
Yes, that's me.
was it always low?
A little.
Has anyone in your family ever suffered from epilepsy, stroke, TIAs, any neurological disorder?
My mom.
Okay. Jimmy, take this gentleman back to Bay 4.
Sarah is so worried about him.
Lisa, what's our timeline?
Actually, there's been a bit of a problem. Dismantling the security surrounding Scylla is a bit tricky. It may take longer than we thought.
How much longer?
I can make this happen right now.
Yes, General.
Go get David Baker.
Yes, sir.
Ah, so they know where David Baker is. It's a woman?
I'm working.
Oh.
This man would like to talk to you. About Scylla?
Your company?
Yes, sir. I'm in logistics, and I'd like to ask you some questions about your original design.
Been a long time since I thought about that. Be lucky to remember anything.
That wall's gotta come down.
Unless you got a better idea.
Okay.
Oh.
What was that?
I don't know, I think I stepped on something.
I hope that's not a mine. I guess this is the security
What's going
around
on, Wayne?
Scylla.
I don't know. Some kind of explosive.
This shouldn't not be dead.
Fucking mine, dude.
If you move, you will be.
You know you can't control this, yeah?
It's funny, I was just about to tell you the same thing.
Whatever it is, we can manage it. Just need to know what we're dealing with.
What if I don't want to know?
Kevin Freeling?
Somebody has to know Michael. That's the thing. I can totally understand why you would want to know though, but somebody needs to know. Even if you don't.
My goal is to build one city that entirely self-sustains, dependent on no outside resources. A community living entirely in harmony.
How close is it to becoming reality?
Well, it's a matter of opinion. People look at something like this and they think it's impossible. In reality, I can make it happen tomorrow.
Like what they built in Dubai.
Exactly. Grand ideas brought into reality. But this won't just serve the rich.
Ah. That's it. I wanted to stop to talk about this for a little bit. This is the reason why I trust the writers of this show, because a lot of times they will put certain things into the show that you can have a discussion about. Like a situation like this where he's trying to build something. Now, it's kind of like the situation that's going on today with the whole going to Mars situation and what Elon Musk wants to do. I believe he can make it possible. or they can figure out a way that people can live on Mars or whatever. Um, it's um, very intuitive for the writers to put that line in there. It's like, this will not only serve the rich. Unfortunately, sir, unfortunately, the reason why a lot of times why, you know, things things that become reality when you have grand dreams like this, um the reason why a lot of these things are not believable most of the time is because of, a lot of times in the grand scale of things, only rich people would be able to afford to even do something like this, you know, go do, you know, a space trip where they can take regular citizens and go see space and shit like that. Unfortunately, how much would it cost? It's not like buying a plane ticket, dude. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I can imagine if you know, for lack of a better word, right? Like a like treat space like going to a theme park, right? For people to have that experience, not, you know, for themselves, be up there in space, take a trip. How much you think something like that would cost? Like on a, you get what I'm saying? Like how much you think a trip like that would cost? How much you think it would be? It's not going to be like you going to Disney, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think of all, unless it's like somebody doing this for like some charity or something like that. But I'm talking about like on a theme park level where, you know, your everyday citizen can pay and go. How much you think something like that would cost? Because the cost on the back end to even make one trip to space, right? To even just make one trip to space costs millions, bro. Millions, right? Unless you could come up with a way where it's cost effective, that it wouldn't cost so much money to make one trip to space. I don't know. I guess I'm not good. I don't think I'm going to be around to see that day come, to be honest. I don't think I am. I don't think Elon Musk is going to be around to see the day when, you know, hopefully, you know, his dream lives on and they're able to do that. So for me, when I hear them say stuff, when I hear a line like that, is like, you're trying to build a self-sustaining community that, you know, of course it is possible. You get what I'm saying? But who you gonna let in there? That's the thing, is like, who are you gonna let in there? You know what I mean? It's like, I you know, somebody, it's not like, unless you're planning to use your own money. I couldn't see somebody like, I like to use Elon Musk, because he has more of a humanitarian heart. Maybe you could say Oprah, but Oprah don't have Elon Musk money. You know what I'm saying? She don't have Elon Musk money. You know what I mean? She don't have Jeff Bezos money. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really put Oprah in that category, as to say, from a humanitarian point of view. I would say I like to use Elon Musk because he's got too much money. You know what I'm saying? So I could see him building something like that, like a self-sustaining community, and regular citizens can live there, and he'll figure out how to make the profit work, get some sort of profit back out of it. Because Elon Musk is the type of guy that, because he has so much money, he'll just do things just for the sake of doing things. You know what I'm saying? And of course, he'll figure out, he always has some sort of plan how to possibly make that money grow in some way, that investment grow in some way. You know what I'm saying? I have some investment knowledge, but these guys, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, these guys are just on a different level when it comes on to the way how they think and stuff like that in terms of investment. So You know, I'm not gonna try to put myself into those categories because I ain't got that kind of money, right? So they got to be doing something better than me, right? So yeah, it's very interesting that he said that, because you know, he said this would not only serve the rich, which is very interesting, because if you build something like that, the first thing you think of, only rich people is gonna live there. You know what I mean? So it's interesting.
How long have you been working for them?
Too long. I came in '94.
I was never good at collecting a paycheck. Always freelance. Partially retired all the time.
Partially retired. You're about to get another call.
But in the past.
Well, we're considering modifications, and I was hoping that you would help me figure out what should really appear on those blueprints. As of right now, they don't mean much.
Didn't you read the legend?
Sure. But we still had a lot of trouble.
You're not company.
Obviously they do.
Go with me.
Coming with me or through that glass. Choose.
This is a place of business.
Yes, I am.
I'm Dr. Malden. I'm a neurologist, and you're...
Marin Eberlein. I'm an internist. Do you have the results?
It's gonna take a little while. Looking at the family history, I'd like to admit you here. We're working on a room. Just for now, till we get the test results back.
I don't think that'll be necessary, but thank you.
It'd be best if you could rest where you could be monitored. After that, we'll determine what the best course of action is. Agreed?
I think we have to go. Sorry.
Hold on. How long will it take to get the results?
A couple of hours, but we'll get you in a room before then.
You know what happens? They take over your life. You don't own it anymore.
That is not what happened to me.
Then somehow you stayed out of trouble. You did what they told you to do. Maybe that's why you stuck around, huh? Right here in Los Angeles. In my case, they had something on me, and they used it, and they never let me go. They've killed hundreds, thousands of people in the pursuit of power.
I stay out of the politics. It was a job. I specialized in security engineering. The Scylla project was a choice assignment, so I took it.
They told you what it was, didn't they? They told you what it was, and now you wish that you'd never helped them, but you're trapped. You're trapped like I was.
Damn.
I know you want to move on. Look at what
No,
you're
she
doing.
called
Are you trying to make up
company?
for something? Forget the
I mean,
charitable city of
they
the
were
future
supposed to
and
get
worry
him
about the world that
anyways.
you're living
I guess
right
they
now,
went to get him
David.
personally.
What they did, what they're doing, it's not my fault.
Oh, that's nice. So glad you could sit in your little
You put your name in there for a reason. You wanted someone to find you, and if you tell me when I need to know, I can do something for both of us.
You knew about this, didn't you?
First of all, I have no idea why the company would want to put an explosive device of any kind underneath their own building.
We're under the courtyard.
And you know what? I honestly had no idea that any of this was even here. Your weight is evenly distributed across the pressure plate, and you haven't engaged the firing pin. You can't move an inch.
We know. What's your idea?
Well, my idea is that he moves an inch. That way I can get to the hole and I can dismantle the firing pin. Right now, he's standing on it and I can't do anything.
No, Lick, llama a tu hermano. Voy a estar en esta pendeja aquí esperando. What? Call your brother, please.
You stay here.
Fine.
Sir,
Not leaving, are you?
you have our number.
And who are you again?
First to wait at home and monitoring.
He's leaving AMA in a potentially fragile condition. Look, I'm not stupid. I know who you are. And I'm not gonna turn you in. My concern is for what's going on with your health. They aren't here for you. And I'm telling you, in your condition...
Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate your help.
Please do call us.
Is she an agent?
I messed up.
What do you mean?
Today, I was working with Bagwell. He's been compliant as hell. I thought that I would make him happy. He wanted to talk about Gretchen Morgan.
Right, and what happened?
And I slipped up. I mentioned Whistler. This one is tough, I'm telling you.
the hell?
Bagwell, Gretchen Morgan, they're thugs. I have been face down with a gun to the back of my head more than once.
Why do you have an undercover agent there?
Look, I don't want you
in
to do
the
something
building
that you,
that you already
You're a good agent.
knew?
We could reassign you.
No, that is not it. Look, I can handle this. I'm just kicking myself.
So why
Ego is the only
not
reason
tell
I
them
quoted my
about
name into those blueprints.
this
I don't feel
agent
guilty
you have
about anything.
undercover?
I gotta take this. I'm sorry. Hello?
Alex, we got a problem.
What?
Well, there's a damn minefield down there.
Hello, I can't hear you.
Sucre's in trouble. He's standing in a mine. We need to deactivate it.
They're here, David.
What do they want from me?
They're moving Scylla, protecting it. Everything you did for them, they want you to do it again.
You think you can stop them? I know all about you. I've known about you for 6 months, ever since somebody stole those plans from the company. It will never work. You won't get past the first wall.
What about the first wall? What's gonna stop me, huh? The minefield?
Got him. Sweep the area.
Gotta get out of here, Alex. Who is that?
There's a dirt road at the bottom of the hill. It'll take you out.
Your husband.
Just go. He won't help you. That will.
That's the legend.
Link.
Take a deep breath, okay? Keep your weight even. And I need you to shift. Slowly. Very slowly. 1 inch to your left, so I can get to the pin.
No, I can't do it.
This is a line of JZ-33 landmines buried 80 millimeters underground, about 7 feet from the outer wall. That must be what Link was talking about. It says, manual override only. All conventional attempts to dismantle the JZ-33 will activate the Scylla alarms. This isn't just a landmine. This is,
It's a trap, basically.
This is an alarm.
You ready?
Well, they're gonna know they're down there.
Link! Sucre!
Don't move. You can't dismantle the landmine without setting off the alarm.
So I either set off the alarm or blow up and die.
No, there's a manual override. It'll cut the power long enough for you to step off without removing the pin.
How do you know for sure?
I found David Baker. Sucre, step off. You can do it. You only have 20 seconds. Come on. I can't. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Michael and I figured it out. Step off right now.
No, you guys all go. We all don't have to die. I'll do it alone.
Nobody's gonna die today. Step off.
Yo, step off the bomb, dude. We all here. If we gonna die, we all gonna die.
What's behind this wall?
Scylla.
Don't worry about it. You know what Gretchen did for Sucre made me realize we could use her. I asked her for the 6th key.
What'd she say?
She's on it.
Brad deserve a what do you call it? A medal. Imagine, man, from season 1 to now, This is so weird because this is weird because I just came from a funeral too. It's crazy.
Isman will appreciate that.
Hello? Hello?
Okay. We will. Thank you.
The wall itself is fortified with steel fiber. The good news is, on the inside here, there are no cameras. The company doesn't want any visual evidence that Scylla exists. The bad news is that there are both weight and microphonic sensors here and here that will alert company security to the presence of any breathing human being that weighs more than 2 pounds.
Jesus. Bruh.
As far as I can tell,
that security is
the first challenge
ridiculous,
is getting
man.
around that wall, and then we can worry about crossing the floor. Brad didn't die in vain. We can make this work.
That was the neurologist. You have a hypothalamus hamartoma. It's really rare. You were probably born with it. Things have changed. It's been growing, which is why you've been experiencing your symptoms. And the doctor feels that you need surgery.
Yeah, I figured as much.
2 days. That's what I need.
Tomorrow. Otherwise, you could die, and there's no alternative.
I ain't gonna have to do this for you, bruh. To say the least, since I've been watching this show, it has impacted me in, you know, in different ways. You know what I mean? I didn't expect, and I keep saying this over and over again, where I tell you guys that the show that I was expecting is not the show that I got. It's not the show that I'm watching. And that's why I said that I trust the writers, because they have not disappointed me yet so far. You're still gonna have to wait until the end of the show to find out if it's in my top 10 though. But I have very strong feelings that it might just creep into my top 10 so far. So this whole situation with Scylla, the way I can imagine, you know why they want to protect this so much, obviously is something very important to the company, right? I don't think it just has the information of like all the operations and stuff like that. I think this has something to do. This is something. It is something. I think it has something to do with what they're doing in what's the name of the place? Lowe's? I don't remember what the name of the place is. That Asian country. Laos? Is it Laos? I don't remember what's the name of the country. But I think it has something to do with that place as well. I think it has something to do with them printing the money as well. So they can't afford to lose it. They can't afford to lose it. They can't afford for someone to get a hold of it, because it's also huge evidence as well if they do get to that place. But what I would like to say about this series, and why I say that this series has evolved over time to the point where I'm looking at it from the point of view of what makes this series so good. Is it the acting? Is it just the story? Because everything just combined to make one big, very cool show to watch, right? So when it comes on to even the acting as well, the way how I look at the acting, and I'm just like, yo, that's dope, because they've evolved. Michael has gotten a little fat, but not a little fat. He put on a lot of weight after season 3. Jesus Christ, man. He's up on the burgers. He's up on the burgers. Yes, I'm fat shaming him. Kill me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I talk about it in every show. If I see actors, actresses, they put on weight, I talk about it, okay? It's a little bit safer to talk about men gaining weight, because when you talk about women gaining weight, everybody just loses their mind, right? So yeah, he put on a lot for season 4 for sure. So he was in them fast food joints, you know what I mean? He was, you know what I'm saying? He didn't give a damn. He was like, yeah, whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could have been, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what could have been happening in his life at the time? You know what I'm saying? It could have been that, medication as well, because medication lets you gain weight. It could have been that situation, but whatever it is, don't take it to heart too much. I'm just making fun. Anyways, so it's just that everything collectively that makes this show very special. Those moments where the chemistry, and I talk about this very slightly, that I was very surprised to find out that Wentworth, no, I think it's Wentworth Miller is his name, to find out that he was gay. And it surprised me. And the reason why it surprised me is because some of the times I've seen people who are gay in real life play straight characters. Like, it's not like I've never seen it before, but there's something different about how Michael plays this character and how he shows affection with Sarah. Their chemistry on screen is really, really good. I would say to the point where you could believe if they actually were dating in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it surpasses, it breaks the fourth wall, if you understand what I mean. It's kind of like watching the Mr. and Mrs. Smith movie. You know what I'm saying? It's like you could see that these two characters loved each other in real life. Just their chemistry on screen was just so, not only visceral from watching that movie, you knew they were together in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was, I don't remember if it was after that movie they hooked up or was it before, but it was very palpable throughout the movie and beyond the screen as well. That's how I feel with Michael and Sarah's characters, how they show chemistry on screen. And that's why I said that a lot of time chemistry is not hard. It's not hard, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, it can be very complicated if that person especially don't find that other person that they're supposed to be acting with attractive. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people say it's just acting. It's easy, or I would say it's more easy for women to act that way than men, in many situations, in those situations. But it depends, because you know what I'm saying, people who act, actors and actresses, is a very small percentage of the population in any country. So it's like very unique people can knock it out of the park. Some people, they fail miserably. Like, there's some love connections that you just can't feel. You can't feel it through the screen. It's just like, all right, okay, I guess we just have to accept this because this is what they wrote into the story. But there's just those on-screen chemistry that just blows you away. You know what I'm saying? And I have to give these two these two actors their props for making me even think of my girl. You know what I'm saying? When I see them together, because I'm like, what if I should ever become that vulnerable to any sickness? Would she be there like that for me? Would she care that much? I believe she would. You know what I'm saying? So it's when a TV show can do that to you or for you, it definitely will hold a special place in your heart nonetheless. This was a very weird episode for me to come back. Like, literally, I'm reacting to this like about 3 hours removed, coming from a funeral of a close friend of mine. I talked about it in the intro a little bit there. So it's very surreal. You know what I'm saying? Seeing Brad in the casket and all that other stuff. Like, you know, sometimes things just line up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, pretty cool episode, man. Loved it. I don't know how they're gonna get through this wall, bruh. The obstacles that these guys have overcome together has been, you know what I'm saying? I can't wait for the showdown. Of course, we're not trusting Gretchen. Now we finding out that the secretary is an undercover agent. I'm wondering what Agent Self, what is his end game here? I don't think it's just all about taking down Scylla for some reason. Like, I feel like there's something else going on, because that's an easy thing for them to tell them, hey, I have someone there that you can use. You get what I'm saying? Like, why not mention that if we're all on the same team here? There's no reason that I can see right now to keep her a secret. You get what I'm saying? So finding that out really puzzled me there for a little bit, because I'm just like, why wouldn't you tell Michael them that you have an undercover agent in the building where Scylla is supposed to be? How long have you known about this? That's the thing about it. You have her inside of this building. That simply means that you knew about this building before. You knew the location of Scylla this whole time, or at least suspected it. So this is crazy. This is kind of crazy, and this is making me not trust Agent Self again, even though he talks all kind of shit after the fact. I don't like people that do stuff like that. Like, yeah, after I punch you in the face, yeah, stand there and say, if you ever touch me again. That's the most, it's a bitch move. Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. This was a great episode. Moving on to the next. Appreciate you guys, man. You don't understand. And you know, the other day I was talking to someone on Discord, and I was basically saying that, you know what I'm saying, I wish that every single subscriber that I've ever earned, whether on Patreon, whether on YouTube or anywhere else, that I could meet them in person. You get what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of weirdos out there, not everybody, you know what I'm saying? But it's just that human connection, man, that I wish that I could have with plenty of the people that watch my channel and stuff like that, because there are people out there that, you know, they want to have someone to talk to. They want to have someone that they can relate to, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I do that for a lot of the people on my channel. They've let me know as much. So I just don't want to be a one-dimensional person. You get what I'm saying? As you just seeing me on screen, I want to be more than that to people, even though, yes, some people might say, man, just do the reactions and shut up. And I get that as well, you know what I'm saying? But I really wish that we could grow into a community where we can do a meetup of sorts and stuff like that. No matter how weird you may be, we could shake hands and say hello to each other. Maybe have a 2-3 minutes conversation. You know what I'm saying? You never know. You know, you never know. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. And I'm a man. I love to take risk and stuff like that. Some people, they just want to stay behind the camera and do stuff, but I hopefully one day, it was one of my goals when I started the channel, when I first started Patreon, I wanted to do projects together and stuff like that and create something together with the community. That never went anywhere, but we'll see what happens, you know, in the future, depending on, you know, how we grow and how we get there. Who knows? They might freaking shadow ban this channel too, from what they did to my original channel. Shout out to you, YouTube. Anyways, I'll see you guys for the next one, man. Peace.